It's alright, it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright, I say it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, you're doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. I take a look, take your pick. She can't teach you no dog a brand new trick. I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, there's a place that I can't find. Drink or two to ease my mind. Golden days.
Rob Smith here. It's December the 27th, 2036. December the 27th, 2036. Check your calendars. Some people are out of date. Then check your milk. Let's see here. I've got a new doohickey here. But you know what? It's not tall enough. I really need to be higher. But because I'm already started early, I'm going to keep it here. The thing is, I'm still not high enough. If I could get a little bit higher, I won't do it anymore. Yeah, there we go. How's that? I'll trade that paper right in there. Okay. I can make that. And there goes Dennis Waterman. The great Dennis Waterman. And I found it. Now, one of these channels has changed to say Happy New Year 2025. Best happy new music of 2025. All right, there you are. Best new music of 2025. Catch up with the times. I have no idea how that's 2000. This is New Year's ambiance. So this is YouTube, KUB, music, relax, and meditation, or mediation, or whichever you'd like or need. You may need that, I don't know. All right, I've got a pen here. All right, where did my pen? Oh my gosh, here, just put it back in. Here, I'm back with a few with a pen. All right, now I'm not sure what to. I should have my friend Thomas Hockman called. Should have answered it. I was hoping to talk to someone on the phone. I was going to take a few words from them and use that as guidance. I was getting some books. I'm just getting a lot of stuff organized. A lot of organizing going on. You see, a lot of organizing. And I came across this book. Now, it's something to know about the little golden books. The early ones, the bar. I have one here, don't I? Yes, here. Hold on. Oh, I need to put this. I didn't know this was still out. So that little bar wasn't part of the book. It was actually separate and can come off. The early ones. The ones done today, it's all part of the same. So, but back when it could come off, as it did here. And this is different. Now, here's your typical little golden book. This is a little later edition. With a little Christmas story. This is called a Little Golden Activity Book. Reading, writing, spelling. Okay, I just thought I'd open this, and whatever I happen to come across, I'll do a drawing of. I wish someone was here to give me a page number, but there's a kitty. Actually, I haven't done kitties in a while. I'm doing bunnies and puppies all over the place. How dare I? Oh, train. Oh, yeah, I usually do Florida trains. I'm really going to get back into my Swampy's Florida. It'll be on right now. It's on my personal page, and there's a Swampy's Florida on Facebook and all over the place. Actually, isn't this nice? So you've got a bunch of stickers. You can see there were stickers in here, and you get this. Little children should have something like this today. It's just a simple little book, simple, 25 cents, and the child would have so much fun having to write the word apple. Can you write better than that? Bet you can't. Anyway, and pony, it doesn't matter how, as long as it looks like a Y, as long as one of those stems is going in the right direction. So here, and a pig. Now, obviously, this person, so they didn't put their name in it. So you're supposed to sign it here so we can all accuse you 40, 50 years later. This has to be 60 years old, at least 60 years old. 1959. So whoever did this, could accuse them. Someone who's 60, someone out there did this. Look, look how they spell car. Yes, there you are. Yes, I'm guessing that they more than likely work for the IRS, wouldn't you, or a doctor's office, one of the two. Obviously, a little got the word bird, got the word nest. What if someone else wrote that nest there? Oh, these little girl up in a tree, pilfering a bird's nest of the eggs. Thief. See, there are eggs in the nest, and then when the little girl's up there, the eggs are gone. They're little birds instead. So she stole the eggs and put in some little birds. Oh, I don't know. All right, so what was I saying? Okay, kitty, and today would otherwise be train. Well, trains are hard to do in this little format. Maybe much as I like. Well, let me do a train. Oh, there's Andrea Kaczynski. Andrea Kaczynski, is this your book? You were born in 1959, weren't you? 55, 50. Do I hear 45? 39. Hike. No, Andrea Kaczynski's far too young for such as this. She's far too young. I don't even know if she's gotten out of the third grade yet. I haven't asked her. But this is, I do like this little balls and thinking, what was I doing? Okay, so trains and kitties. Anyway, again, this is the Reading, Writing, Spelling, Little Golden Activity book. Well, children used to be able to get this in a store, but no more. Okay, let me see, what might I do? I have a new arm holding this phone up. It's a new arm. I hope this works a little better. I can actually move it around. I can, look, watch carefully. If you're watching really, really carefully, you should be getting seasick about now. Okay, I'll stop. I'm feeling better than I did yesterday. Yeah, I think that's what they all say. They weren't alive. Yeah, sure you weren't. Anyway, I was gonna say that I hope this works a little better. I want to move this arm again a little bit. Oops, no, that's not good. Hold on. There we go. So I'm hoping this works a little better. There's Alice Reed. Hello, Alice Reed. Let's see what I might do. See, the whole thing fits in now. Yay, that's good. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna do this the wrong way. You never should do it this way, but that doesn't stop me. Oh, hold on. What happened? I had my own music on. Turn it down. This is YouTube. It says it's a Happy New Year 2025. I know. See, the reason I use this is because I know if it broke copyright, then they wouldn't be here. So I should be safe with it. Now here's one of the last things when you're drawing a train. One of the last things you ever do is draw the smoke. So here I am defying that. We'll see. There's not a train here yet. Yeah, my Swampy, Florida has Friday's a train day. I did not add a train today. I actually have been getting rather organized. Well, anyway, how is Alice and how is Andrea? I am feeling better today. I had a heck of a couple days with a toothache, and it's not gone, but it's certainly reduced. And I slept a lot. I think that, and I got out of a sleep pattern. I was doing weird things like I was sleeping. I don't even know how to describe it. I was kind of sleeping from like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and up till 3 a.m. and sleeping until 5 p.m. and up at 6. It was. I think I really messed myself up doing that. You know, I should be using a train as a model. That would be a swell idea. Yes, I do feel better. I'm a little more prepared for this than I have been at other times. Put the cow catcher in front. I've also been thinking, I've just made a file. In fact, just a little bit ago, my Swampy's Florida history cartoons which I was doing during. I would do work on a few of those during these lives over when I was on Facebook. I need to get back to those. They're not that hard to do. It's the research. It takes time for me because I'm a research nut, but I want to get back to those. And those, amongst other things, I want to work on here. Gosh, I hope this works. I just feel bad that I'm not getting a kitty. I'm gonna have to draw really. Wow, the ads are a little harder here. All right, hold on. Okay, can I? Oops, skip. Whoop. I know ads are fine. I'm just this is how I can. If I use YouTube, I know I'm safe. Some background music, and I need to do the ads, so they pay for whatever it is they need to pay for. I was just looking at my bills coming up for this coming year. And I use Carbonite to secure my files. I actually looked at when I first started using it about 8 years ago and see that it has doubled in price. And yet everything involving Carbonite has gotten cheaper, not more expensive. Wow. All right. That's what I'm going to get here. Not looking at a train in a while. I need to get out. I was going to go out. I mentioned Dolphin a few captains come by. I was going to get out and about, and in the end didn't. Wow, that's a poor looking train I'm doing here. Let me see if I can fix this and not be too obvious about it. I really should have drawn the cow catcher up a little differently than I did. Oh, I know what to do here. Hold on, let me get the rest of this. You know, when I've done trains for some of my swampy stuff, I've used some reference. Oh, wasn't that something came up a couple days ago? Are you using reference? Are you using reference? No, my whole thing is I like to make it up as I go. Get away with it somehow. 46 years, I can get used. I get away with a lot. I know me stuff here. Okay, that box isn't right, but it's close enough. Actually, this whole proportions are off, but all right. Oh, a Reggie Stanton thing I learned. Tilt your wheels. Reggie Stanton was an architect. In Winter Park, Florida. I love his drawings of buildings. And what he would do is to give the staid building a sense of movement, he'd take the cars around the building and tilt the tires a bit. Even if the cars are staying still, just gave a little bit more action to the whole thing. Great, and as I say, storytelling. All right, this is not a good train on my part, but I figured out how to get the kitty in here so I didn't have to make the kitty real small. And yes, use reference when drawing. I've drawn so many trains. I've researched so much about trains. I can't believe I'm this close to the Florida East Coast Railroad and I've done almost nothing about it. I've heard it go by. I've seen it go by. I've got a bunch of, before the FEC, Florida East Coast Railroad changed its logo when the Mexican government basically bought it. So here's what I'm going to do. So let me do this. I'm just going to put some dynamite in here. If I drew more trains, this would look better. I draw a lot of kitties and critters, so they look pretty good. This is evil of me. Look at me. My decades as a train robber. You know how to. Experience is everything, guys. Only thing with train robbery, just make sure you know how to ride your horse. So I've got to make sure the railings come across here. Okay, maybe there's a big rock. And there's a kitty over here. Wait a minute, kitties are never evil. Kitties are only angelic. They never do anything wrong. That's why I'm going to make this a dog instead. Actually, the way these things chain, there's actually a bit of distance here. I'm going to make it. There we go. That's better.
Did Harvard University
Oh my
just
gosh.
find a way?
All right, this one has a lot of commercials in it. Let me not do. I'm going to go to another one. Even though it's Christmas. Whoops, this has a lot too. This one has one. But I've used this one before. Hold on. Waiting for this to. Again, I don't blame them for having music. So, excuse me, we're back to Christmas music again. I just don't want to violate the way YouTube is about things. Okay. Well, how's Alice and Andrea and anyone else who's here doing? Is there something you'd like to see me draw? Because actually, the last couple of days, I've got something here sticking in my arm. Why am I letting something stick in my arm? I'm trying to draw around it. I should just move it. Here's a good idea. Oh, this is working. We're getting the whole thing in here. I'm thinking next week I'm going to keep doing lives, just because it's the new year. Then at the new year, I'm going to go back to the weekly schedule. Plus, I got to get moving, don't I? Yes, I do. I really, really do. Am I drawing this right? For those, Alice, Andrea, you ever blow up a train before? I've done everything. I've robbed a train with them, horses. By the way, do I have that handy? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here. I've robbed a train many, many a time. All over the country. I've gone and I've gotten blown up the bankroll, gotten the bankroll, and every single time I get thwarted. Every single time I get stopped. And who stops me? Yes. How dare he? Okay, so here's the wire going all the way back. Maybe it's caught up in some cacti, excuse me, a botanical misnaming. It's caught up in some cacti. Maybe there's a lizard up here staring down at it, wondering. I don't have a lot of experience with things out west. I've only been out there in desert type areas of just a handful of times. Well, I think that's reading very well. Bad storytelling on my part. Should have made the wire 2 lines. That would have helped identify it better. Looks like a mess. Also, this is just a weird rock. Let's see if we can get that. Well, we get him finished. How are things in upstate New York, Alice? I'd ask Andrea, but I don't think you could get her up there, drag her up there, yelling and screaming. Oh yeah, so me and Kim kind of. I haven't seen it. I guess I'm not sure if I've seen my friend Bippy Boyer over in Rochester. Oh, and I have another friend up there right now. Jennifer Huber's up there too, visiting her family. She was posting snow pictures. Of course, you're not in Rochester. You're just, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Woo, watch it. There we go. That's better. Right. I'm making a boo-boo. Just make it all dark so you can read it. Too linear here. I would make this all dark too. And then you see a boot. Oh, he should have a tail. Oh, his tail would be wagging. Did I say? I think I said this yesterday. If you want to have a wagging tail, just draw a couple of extra little puff lines there. Makes it look like it's wagging a bit. And I gotta get this in here. A bit of Neil Adams influence. Early things I learned as a wee youngster 50 odd years ago was drawing rocks. Fascinated me. And that I have no interest in geology at all, but they are fun to draw. Just like science fiction. No interest in science fiction, but they're fun to draw. Oh, is there something you'd like to see me draw? Did you say that? I actually used to work with a blasting company. Okay. Well, you should be here for, I should be consulting with her then right now. I should show a connection here just for fun. I actually should have, okay, so yeah, just see if I can. Oh, really, you know what? That would be better if I just did that. Well, more of a sense of, so the back of that hat would be back in here. Should get Bippy Boyer over here. He's had trouble believing I do these. Well, this one is not one of my better ones. Should try to take on a train right now. You really need space to do that. And you really should pencil it first to get the proportions and all right. It's not horrible, but it's not I'm a train enthusiast, especially about our history of our Florida trains. And I did not even get these tracks. Uh, Train was going to be my Christmas Prince subject matter. So the train parked outside the Museum of Industry in Pensacola. My problem was the same problem here, is having space, because they take up a lot of space and they basically dominate. And I want to put my Florida critters in there, and that's what people really want to see anyway. And one was going to battle the other, and I still have the pencil drawing I set up of it, but I never did do it. These actually all come together. All the lines come together. All the wires, that is. This rail is like that. But then you gotta get these bars across. Here we go. Whoops. Just little rocks in between. Little bitty rocks. Rocks. Just little bumpity bumps. Bumpity bumps. But the bar goes in here. And this is actually still another line. Yes, they're yeah, we're having it's pretty warm here for this time of year. I've not established where the heck the sun's coming from or light's coming from, which would be the sun, oddly enough. Yeah, it's pretty hot, and the problem is we had a very, very dry summer, and that's very bad news for our state. It's going to be a real heck of a problem come the end of spring. We're going to have a lot of people with well water coming up empty. And that's not just the fault of not having rain. It has a lot to do with overdevelopment. Made that bell too big. All right, so I'm gonna get back here. I'm just gonna put some little mountain sticks. Okay, now the thing was, I wanted to draw a kitty. Oh, and coal. This is all the coal for the stockings that were given. Did you get coal? Andrea, Alice, anyone get coal? Come on, you can admit it. Oh, I don't have anyone driving this thing. I was gonna put the kitty, and I thought, I don't want to make a kitty that small. Someone's in here. Don't know what's going on. Probably reading a magazine. Here, I'll just put a magazine in his hand. Put the coal back in here. I don't have a kitty yet. My whole thing was I wanted to draw a kitty. Let's see, draw the mountain up this way. This car going back. Maybe here's a caboose coming in over here. Again, I look up at the screen, I see everything reduced, so that helps a lot. Come in here, and I see I need this a little heavier in here. Nah, yeah, that's going to help. To me, the fun is just making this stuff up. That's what the fun. A friend of mine over on Facebook was complaining about some. Actually, she's in England, in the UK. She doesn't care for the Jehovah's Witnesses coming to her home. Well, whenever I'm not doing this maliciously. For me, it's fun. If I get a phone call from somebody, a salesperson, or if someone comes to the door, salesperson, whatever, to me, it's work time. Now I'll start to make things up. Oh, I see it's not quite getting in the screen, just off. I'll especially when I used to do gag cartoons. I would actually, I wanted those people to come by because then I could try, I'd let them talk and I'd take something they said and I'd turn it into something else and I'd change the discussion and I was constantly trying, and I'd have a pad and I'd write down notes while the person was talking. Usually they would walk or run away from me, but that is one way. I'll, if they start talking about trains and you don't want to talk about trains, you start saying about you say, maybe mishear it. You thought they said rain. Yes, it is raining right now. You see all the raindrops out there. Of course, it's not raining, and they think there's something wrong with you, and that's perfectly fine because that makes them want to know now, interact even more. And they may say it's not raining. I said, well, you need to put your glasses on. Then you just keep turning the conversation. Oh, I don't have glasses. Well, there is the eye shop down the street. My friend Fred works at the eyeglass shop. He does. He has all kinds of glasses there. You can see anything you want with those glasses. Yeah, you can. Yes. Because he'll say, put on the glasses. He's a bit of a, he likes to pull practical jokes. So he'll say, put the glasses on, and you put the glasses on, and you're going to see a big flower. And so you put the glasses on. He has a flower in his back pocket. He pulls it out and puts it in front of them. And then when they start to take the glasses off, he puts the flower back. You can see, and he tells them, you can see anything you want with those. You saw a flower, didn't you? Okay, well, I'll be $300. It works. You should try it sometime. No, but anyway, it's fun to just make things up as you. It's really fun to see if I can do something with this kitty. So don't take calls, errant calls. Have fun with them. I'm not saying make them necessarily angry, but you make things up and just get your brain working. It's so much fun to get your brain working and making things up. And if you're doing art stuff, you can try to see what you can create for whatever it is they're talking about or whatever you make up. And they might get mad at you, but it's all right. They came, as I always say, you came to me. I didn't come to you. I used to write a lot of gags off of people like that. When I worked did full-time work, I also would do things like that. Then I would get people really upset with me. But that's okay. I still got a bunch of the old cartoons I used to send out. Gag cartoons. This was 30 years ago. That's why I have I've had a P.O. box in Orlando for so long, was for that. Maybe someone was asking me about why a hat would be coming off in this year. I'm running out of space. But it just shows movement. Hats falling off show movement. Must be a little shadow coming in from the kitty. How's that? Is that making sense? Wow, it's a lousy train I drew, especially with this not good train. Sorry about that. All I'll do is just make it look worse, probably. There's now, once you start screw up something like that, well, first thing is you don't tell anyone you screwed up. You just keep going, as I've said many times. You only make mistakes if you tell people you have. Most people just say, oh, yes, that's just wonderful. Oh, that's just terrific. Oh, perfect. Yes. Especially these days, people don't want to upset anyone else. They lie through their teeth. Lie. Well, you can tell me the truth. I can take it. Of course, I do have explosives, and Yeah, this doesn't quite work. So I should have angled it so that you see the rail and then you can see the. That's not a great way of handling how I handle that. I admit it. I admit it. It's a little thicker here coming at you. A little thicker. All right, so let me see. I have time to do another drawing. Let me. Oh, wow, I've only done. Yeah, last 2 days I've taken the whole time doing one drawing. Also, I'd like to get away from this thing because I admit I made some boo-boos. I'll do better. Yes. What should I draw about? Let's see. How did the Christmas cards make out? In what way? Delivering them? Finishing them? I'm not sure. Did I post it here? Maybe I didn't. I posted on Facebook. Yes, on Christmas Day, which is what I usually do. Of course, usually there's thousands of people there. You know what? This would look a lot better if I just put the number 1 and just darken it. Just helps it. My friend Ken Mitroni would say, toss it, do it again. I'm not going to do that, but see, I can salvage this a little bit. Okay, I want to get to the next drawing. What am I doing? So, yeah, finish. Oh, it's all, yep, all finished. All done. Passing them, driving around, passing them out. I just didn't have the cash flow to pass them out as I'd like to. So I got to who I could. Unfortunately, I printed 250. Next year, I think I won't print 250. Wow, that was 2 weeks ago I printed this. Yeah, okay, that's looking a little better. Still not great, but I really, you know what? I'm still not. It's kind of. Hold on, let me go to this. Let me go to the Dollar Tree brush. I can find it. There it is. Dollar Tree brush. Just get to the point here. I've got too many. Yeah, I want to get started on next year's, but I am trying. Got some things I've got to do here, and I'll likely be working on those during the lives this coming week. Not this weekend. This weekend I'll stay to making something up, like I am right now. But Monday I'll probably make sure that gets a little more thicker. Since it's coming out at you more. There we go. And that hat needs to be a little heavier up here. There. That's better. Get a little more detail in the eye. All right, that was good. I did a kerchief, but I'm gonna dump the kerchief because it just doesn't read right. Better just to make it all black. Now you see his face. Beware a lot of silly details you don't need. Don't fall in love with your drawing. Be prepared to dump the thing if you need to. Or elements of it thereof in here too. There's someone named Roxy. This isn't Roxy Spillman, is it? I doubt it. I don't think Roxy Spillman. Is this? Oh, there's Cineas. Kitty's gonna. Oh, here, I didn't put any whiskers on the kitty. Again, that helps movement. A little bit of that. And boy, that kitty's really moving. Kitty's gonna save the day. Let's just do that. I should slow down a little bit. My problem was after I was, you all, I guess, haven't been here for a while. After I was signing a bunch of Christmas cards, especially last week, I was coming in here just because I was drawing so fast on those Christmas cards. Santa after Santa after Santa. And I came in here and started dashing things off at a ridiculous rate of speed. So that's why I didn't mind taking. I have some of those drawings. This is from the last few. Let's see. That's from Christmas Day. That's from Christmas. Is that Christmas Day? Yeah, Christmas Day. The eagle feather. No, that's Christmas Day. And I'm at it. That's Chuck Bailey. Had to be Christmas. I don't know. I think those are the last. Those are some of the last. That's not the last three. There's one from yesterday. But I took the whole hour doing those. All right, let me not. I don't want. I'm gonna get into doing another drawing here. Okay, let's see what I'll do. Okay, so I'm gonna get in here. Just. Okay, oops, and make sure I sign. Meower. There you go. There's a kitty. Kitties always say that kitties are never the bad guys. They're always the good guys. They will save the planet when it starts to implode. However that may occur, I don't know. Oh, I should put some clouds up here. Always, I can't see a little. It does take a little bit away, but I just like to make sure there's some feeling of sky or something. A couple little dots, and that suddenly looks more like a rock. Rocks aren't something we have a whole hell of a lot of here in Florida. Of course, we have coquina, which is all pretty much holes. All right, I want to get to another drawing. Enough of this. Okay. Now what? What am I going to... What? Cats. Got Kitty in the Rain. We're talking about rain, train. When you get a phone call, an errant phone call you don't want. I was thinking a kitty who's sad in the rain. No, let's do a kitty who's happy in the rain. I like that idea. Yeah, I was saying I've been putting puppies in a whole bunch of drawings. There's one in this, right there, sitting under the tree. You know, there's a puppy here, or not puppy, a large dog at the table. I hadn't drawn a kitty one. I'm drawing two. Whoops, there goes the top. Always fun when those go away. There we go. If you get a chance to put a thumbs up, I appreciate it. Meower, what kind of kitties do you, how many kitties you have? Oh, I got kitty in my, there's a little thing called kitty in my pocket. And I picked up some of those, and they come with little teeny kitties in them. And there's one. Can't seem to find another here. I think I knocked them over. I was setting up here. But there's a bunch of little kitties come in. 4 house cats. Oh, you have 4 house cats. So you should call yourself Meower. Meower. Is Meower still here? Better have some kitties. Thank all who come by. Maybe it's a little girl, kitty. I think Meower left. And I'm not an artist, I'm a storyteller. I just happen to draw. And have been drawing professionally for over 45 years. Amazing, but people have actually paid me. Oh, look what I did. I did a boo-boo here. how can I get out of this? So the top of that would come down here. Oh boy. But see, pencils are fun when you make mistakes like that. But let's see if I can get out of it. It's only a mistake if you tell it's a mistake. Good, I like to admit my mistakes. Regrets, I've had a few. Okay, hold on. Because it's not just that. I gotta make this all work with the arm. The reason I can do this is because I've been doing caricature for a bunch of that time, along with everything else I've done. And that was all about making things up. And I like to make things up. My brain loves a good workout. Like I was saying, if I'm not doing these drawings, I'm planning bank heists and train robberies. Got my horse outside, my boots ready. Jump in. Got my crew all put together. Well, hello, Melissa. How are you? How are you, Melissa Busby? Let's see if I can put this. Melissa Busby does this. When it rains, she runs outside and dances in the rain. Don't you? There's OPDCCV video of that, because they've got video on your home. Buddy watches you. She's a danger to the community. I just got this whole thing of the mayor, Buddy, looking down. He's in this big room. It's all dark, and he's looking over, glowering over these two poor employees that are watching these videos, and Matt zeroing in on the Busby house and saying, "What's she doing now? We must defeat her." See, I can do that. I can see me doing a drawing of that. The mayor is not friendly to folks who are not friendly to him in Orlando, let's say it that way. Inside joke. I happen to know there is an internal area there of the city. A lot of people don't know that, but I do. Well, he's still watching you. You might put an American flag out or something outside your house. And what's he doing in a country club? Yeah, that's where Peggy Jo used to live, was out in the country club. And Tex Ann Ivy. I was talking to, what was I talking to about Tex Ann? I need to get with some of those folks at the Orlando Remembered thing. Golly, they have so many stories. It was funny. At Orlando Remember was a group of Orlando history folks, and we're all sitting at tables at Christmas thing. And one is Bunny Parrish, and the other is Mary Phillips, who I actually work with at City Hall. Anyway, they're both telling me stories, and I don't think they even realized, but they were talking, it sounded like completely different stories, but they actually started to overlap the people. They were talking about the same people in different stories, because we all kind of know each other. Every effort's made to pretend like we don't, but I mean, these days there's a lot of folks, because in Florida they come and go like the wind. No telling who's coming in any moment. They leave again. Thank God. He's well liked by, but he's mostly well liked by people who don't know him. That's true. That's true. I wish you'd come to one of those things, Melissa. It'd be great if you met Grace Tuning, because Grace certainly has her thoughts. I think she's just astonished. She won't say that. She's just such an incredibly, well, most incredible, probably the most incredible person I've ever known. That he's still there. It's amazing. There's a kitty jumping or dancing. So let's see if we can show a little bit of hopping movement here. Well, how are you doing, Melissa? How are things? Kitty. Now, so what we learned about New York, it's you're in the yes, yes. So it's they're having we're all seeing warming trends right now across. It's actually in the 80s here in Florida. A week from now, we're going to see it drop considerably, but right now it's. Let's see if I can get this a watery feel. Now, are there better ways of doing what I'm doing right now? You bet there are. Well, two friends I know best that Jennifer Huber I mentioned and Bippy Boyer, both are almost act as Chamber of Commerce members for that area of upstate New York because they're always posting how wonderful it is. And I mean, you know, incredible historic structures, really nifty. And I know Jennifer's kind of apolitical, sort of, kind of, and Bippy is too. So I think that's how they're able to resolve that. So I need to show rain. Now I want to show that. So if I really want to show movement, it's best to come out this way. Real light with a. What are we doing with time? 6:50, 8:50. I'm trying to tell time. Oh, tomorrow I'll do another live. Well, I'll make it up. But starting Monday, I'll start working on other projects because I need to, and I'm going to get back on doing my Wednesday cartoon, historic cartoon. This is all in the midst of me moving. Pulling stuff out. I've got a lot of paper. Melissa, if you need paper, let me know. I've got a lot of paper. I'm finding paper I didn't know I had. Ye gods. I did that paper order for that company, Miller Pads and Paper, about a month ago or so. I did need to because for this, if I keep doing this is it. This is their paper. They make it. It just fits best. But I got paper for everything. Or if you live near me or anywhere in the general vicinity, if you need paper, let me know. I got a lot of paper. I just came up with a whole crate. In fact, not only did I come up with a crate, I just found a number of years ago, we started a book, Christine Moore and I, on the history of Apopka. And due to circumstances, which I'm still not clear. See how long it took for them to get an ad? The other one was getting every few minutes. This one's got more like every 15 or 20 or half hour almost. I just found pages of that. But that project, I can't remember exactly what one. Something we ceasefired on it. Well, one of the things I'm going to work on, I don't have it quite handy here, is the projects about horseshoe crabs, which I've been setting up the wording, resetting up the wording for forever to get the editing, and I haven't been able to get to it, all these other projects, but I was working on it today, and I'll be working on the pencils and such, I think here, maybe in the inking. right, so there's a kitty. Thank you very much, Alice. Yes, I'm well because of I've got this whole place upside down. The Valentine book is and Valentine and St. Patrick's Day books are I think they're buried down here, and I haven't been able to get to them. So I'm working on my way. I got the apartment complex had something that had to be done today, and it had me have to get a lot of stuff out of the way. And I spent yesterday doing that, which is so if I sound a little pokey yesterday, that's why. Because it's quite a mess here. So I hope to have that dug out and try to get to that before I leave here. Even I'm going to use this hour as an excuse to get stuff done because I'm not clear how much I'll get done and where I'm moving to. So how's that for? There's here. There you go. Kitty bouncing around. So I'll do a live tomorrow at 8 o'clock again. And as I said, I'll probably do them through New Year's Day. And then I'll probably cut back to, twice a week or once a week or so. But I might use this, as I said, to really get a lot done too. We'll see what happens. You know what? That would weed a lot better if I just go ahead and darken it. And I could get into all this other stuff too and make it all lighter, darker. I just don't. We'll make sure I get out of here. Try to get out of here tonight. That's it. Singing in the Rain. I was thinking it did come to mind, Melissa Busby, but I decided not to make the kitty Gene Kelly. Actually, it does look a little Debbie Reynolds-ish, doesn't it? Thank you, Stinius and Alice, and thank you all for coming by. So, and make sure I put the date. 12/27. So it's 8 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll take another swing at things. Again, feel free to send me something you're thinking about or whatever, a couple words, and let me see if I bounce from that. And I thank y'all for being here, and I'll see you all later. And take care. Thank you again. If you get a chance, click the thumbs up. All right. Well, you all have a good night, and I will talk to you all later. Good night. Good night. I've got to find the X. There we go. Good night. Oops. I got this new bar arm that's handling this.